So welcome to today's video. I'm just about to put my phone up on my stand here, and I thought you might like to see what is surrounding the nice clear space that is underneath the camera. So that's sort of all my mess. Okay, let's start. 30 minutes on the timer, and we're going to be working in the chocolate box journal today. Not that you're going to see very much of it, because we're basically making a big tag to go in that big pocket. And you can use whatever you like. Packaging, whatever packaging you've got. A bit of file folder. This is the bit from a notepad. You can even use scrapbook paper that you wouldn't use anywhere else, because you've got a plain side. You can just cover that up. So whatever you're going to use, I think I'm going to go for... Oh, I don't know about that. That might work. Oh, a bit too big. I don't want to cut it down too much. I've got a bit of... That file folder will work nicely. So, let's just move these sideways. And I'm just going to trim off the rough bits. Now, you can do this with scissors if you are any good at cutting in a straight line, which I'm not. So, I'm going to use my knife and a metal ruler, and I am going to cut off the flaps as well, because I don't know, I don't need to cut that one. This one definitely need to cut. There we go. Get rid of them edges, and we have a lovely little tag shape. Now I probably will round the corners if you haven't got a corner rounder, because obviously that's going to need cutting down straight, isn't it? Let me just level it up a bit. I can't round the corners. I could do a tag shape. You can do whatever shape you like. Now, if you've got a corner rounder, it's like relatively easy to just pop that on. But I did say you didn't need any special tools. And I do have a little tip for you. I have this, which is my driver's club. I never go to Shell anymore, but you just line it up like this with the edge of your card. As you can see, I've got a tag shape on one end and my curly bit on the other side. Curly bit, you know what I mean. Round we go. And you've got perfectly rounded edges. Now this is a big curve. Sometimes they're just little like that, but it still cuts off that corner. So we've got our basic tag. The first thing I'm going to do is put a background on, and I found this which I want to use. So I'm going to glue this on. I like the other side, but I don't want the writing in the middle, so I'm just going to use this, and I'm going to glue that down. And we're just going to cut it out. Now, I think that's a cool background. So, all I've got to do now is grab my images. I have a vague idea what I'm doing today, but as you know, when you are doing a collage, things sometimes don't go the way you think they're going to go. So you have to adapt and have a few variations ready. So I'm going to fussy cut these out. I'm sure you don't want to watch me do that. And I'll be right back, and we'll have a little play and see what we can make for our tag. So, done my fussy cutting, and I've also cut out some butterflies from a page of a book. And obviously I've got my focal point and I've got my little amusing bit that I like to put in. And what I think I want to do is something with her sunglasses. So I'm just going to use my knife and cut out the sunglasses. If you've watched me do any collage before, you'll know I can't make just a collage. I have to play with the pieces and do something silly with them. I don't know why. And I only do collage, I don't do the mixed media thing. That's much more interesting. This looks like she's got boggly eyes. So we're going to take that off as well. And we'll replace it with maybe one of the flowers, I'm thinking. And I'm also thinking I might make her mouth. She might have something in her mouth. So I'm just going to put a slit just there. Okay. So let's have a look. Now that looks kind of cool with the flowers behind it. I quite like that. So what I'm going to do is just tack it down. I'm going to use my glue stick, and I'm just going to put some glue around the edge there, because I just want to hold it down while I try some things out. So it's got to be right at the top. I'm sort of quite liking the fact that that's coming through. I did think that I might put this underneath. Now I put the glue too close. But I quite like that. So I may leave it. And this little boy, I'm going to have being an intrepid explorer attached to her glasses, sort of like this. I thought that might be fun. And maybe let's have a look. That's why I was going to do that, because now and now I can't put anything else there. So we do need to just trim this a little bit. And I am going to use this because this was my original thought. So just peel it up a bit more. I've obviously stuck it down too far. So that would be in there. We'll put him on last. And then something like this here. One of them. Let's have a look which one looks the best. I don't want it on her nose. And I'm looking at this. Maybe she's got like sticking her tongue out or something. She's coming up flowers, she is. Oh, I like that one. See, I like that. So I'm going to stick that down. Where's my glue? And I'm going to do that just by popping this on the end like that. And I'll just cover her teeth up because we don't need to see her teeth. So I'll leave a link to my collage videos at the end, so you can have a look and see what other sorts of mad collages I've done. And I think we just need some more flowers. Oh, I wonder what the bees would look like. See, that's why I've got to have that there. Well, that could be hair. She could have them in her hair, couldn't she? Oh, and then he could be climbing up there. That would work. And this is all for one tag. This one, I think, is going to have to go here. And I'm trying to put this little flat bit in because I really want that there, like that. So it sort of comes round where the frame is. And then we can sort of just decorate the rest of the tag up. And I did get butterflies, so we can pop them on as well. And I just think it's sort of, you know, a fun little collage. And this is the words. And I will put this on. I'll probably cut the different words up. My little quote, a different perspective. Now let's take these off because they're in the way now. There we go. And we can put them on wherever they can fit. Maybe we'll have one. Maybe we'll have one holding down the rope at the end. I quite like that. I might have this yellow one up here. On that. Just a bit of fun. Doesn't have to make any sense. Just play around with bits and pieces. So I'm going to glue it all down. I'm just going to trim it. So I finished editing the video and then I realised it was quite short. It wasn't 30 minutes because I'd done a lot of editing. And I thought what we can do is add a tag onto the top of this and also make something so it doesn't fall out the bottom. And hopefully that'll be me 30 minutes, although I have spent a lot longer. Obviously, but you want 30 minutes, so you know that you're doing your 30 minutes a week. I quite like that. I do have this one. It's not really anything to do with flowers. Get off. Do you know what? I'm just going to stick with that and grab my glue. It sort of echoes the colours, so I'm quite happy with that. And we're just going to glue on the back there, she says. Glue that on there. So I have been playing around with the editing and putting things, you know, little clips and things. Let me know what you think, because I'm sort of having fun with it. But if it's annoying, please tell me so I don't do it again. Or do you like the little breaks? It's quite good fun to mix it up a bit sometimes, I think, and just play around. So I want something out of my little box to hold this up. Oh, how about that? I could put that at the bottom. Then it wouldn't slide and fall out. I think that will do. That was easy. I was thinking I'd have to do some digging, but nope. Come on. Oh, big blob of glue there. That's not going anywhere. Well, that probably didn't take 10 minutes, did it? Let me move that up out the way a minute. Yeah, that didn't take 10 minutes. So what we're going to have to do is make another tag, I think, because I do have to make a tag for that one. Because usually I don't edit these videos, and I just use, you know, I just plod on for 30 minutes. Now, this is the picture I've got out to put on this tag, and I was just going to do this after I'd finished, but I might as well do it now. So what we need to do is draw around that. because what I want is a bit of everything on my tag, and I want to cover this. I know that some people are going to like it, maybe. It's not my style, but I am not throwing away my paper pads. I'm going to use them, and you can just adapt. So cover up the bit you don't like and use the back as your writing space, and you're there. Even if it's double-sided, usually the second side is plainer, usually. But you can always add some paper on, some writing paper, or, you know, do some stenciling or something on it just to break it up. We could do that. So all I'm going to do is glue that on top of there, like that. Okay, so there we've got a nice, simple tag for that pocket. We need something on it, don't we? Maybe we could just put this on the back as a sort of label at the bottom. Maybe? Or should we use something bigger? Oh, I must have peeled something off there. Maybe we could put "Love It" on there. No, it needs to cover that up, doesn't it? He could be just there, but he doesn't make any sense because, you know, why would the cat want some muffins or whatever that? What are they called? Pancakes. Why would the cat want pancakes? I could add another tag. Ooh, I quite like the idea of doing that. Okay, let's move stuff out of the way. So I'm going to make a little hole at the top and pop in an eyelet, grommet, whatever they're called. Must get some more of these. Mine are slightly too big, I think, for like little projects. Yep, I can't squeeze hard enough. That's better. Okay. And I think I'm going to put this through there. So I'm going to have 2 tags. I still need something on the front. Right. So that's on. And it does say special offer. I'm not sure whether I want to keep that or whether I want to cover that up. Right, I don't know how many of you have these. These are the Snarky pack. And I didn't realise that, well, when I bought it, I just picked it up. I went, oh, words. And I like them. And this journal is for me. So I'm going to use it today. I'm just thinking about something about cooking. How about that one? My favourite thing to make for dinner is reservations. Oh, here we go. Marry someone who can cook. Looks fade, hunger doesn't. I like that. I'm going to put that one on. And we're just going to put it on this big tag and cut it in half like this because it's a bit long. I think that's funny. I do like that. And we're just going to do a little bit of just outlining because I like to, if I can. Just to make like a shadow. So it doesn't look like I've just plonked it on, which I have, but you know, it doesn't have to look like that, does it? We can change it. There we go. So what are we going to do with this bit? A special offer or cover it up? Cover it up with some of this. Makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. And I can still see through it, so that's no good. I'm not finding anything in my little scrappy box. This is very annoying. Nothing big enough. Or it's too big. Just put some of this on. I could cover up the words quite easily. Just like this. And then just put something on top of it. I reckon that would work. Should we do that? Yes. Yes, let's do that. I've got a stack of those, I think, from my scrap store. The scrap store is a place where you pay a membership and you can just go and get the bits that local businesses are throwing away. Obviously not used, so they just donate it to the scrap store, and it's you know, a non-profit thing, so you just go and pay for a bag full of stuff, and I love it because you can have a good old look, see what's on, see what's going. I've got a ticket. Let's put the ticket on. It's a bit random, but you know, you can put anything in this journal. This is just junk. We might add more, but at the moment I'm going to put that in there, and that'll be another bit done, and I've done another 10 minutes. Always good. This is a big pocket, because what I've done, if you can see, oh, it's coming apart, is I've just folded the tea packet. And if you have Tetley tea bags, you'll know what I mean. I mean, I could have that out, but for now, I'm going to tuck him in. So I've done 2 tags. Very cool. And this one can now sit in there because I think the glue's dried. Loving it. So, back to the scheduled video. As you can see, I didn't put that one on, and I've got some more bits left over. But I'm loving it as it is. Just going to do a few little highlights because you can. And I know I chopped off these after I fussy cut everything out. So I just thought it just needed finishing up. And while I'm doing this, can I just tell you, I do have memberships on my channel. If you would like to be a member, I'll leave the link to the video that explains, you know, the levels and things like that. And you'll have access to sort of bonus videos, things that I don't share on my channel. It's sort of my holidays and things like that that sort of don't fit my channel. So if that's something you'd like to see, then pop over. Pop. You'll also get the blooper videos. They come as well. And there's a few of them. Not as many as I thought there would be. And I must work on some more. I must make some more mistakes. Or bloopers. Happy accidents. Whatever you want to call them. That's all I'm going to say. If you want to go, have a look in the description box for the video. I think I'll go. Is this going to work? Oh, I think I've still got glue on my page. Might have to do a messy one. As you can tell, I put the words on slightly differently than they were. Yeah, I had a rough idea where they were going. That was all I need. I might outline this little boy as well because he's sort of blurring into her skin. So this will just outline him. It's so fun. I love doing little quirky collages. I might do more of these on my membership side. There we go. And I did cut this slightly smaller so it actually looked like it was part of the flower, which I think looks better. I'm going to end up going around everything, aren't I? I'm going to go around it all. I may go around it a bit thicker as well because. So that is me for this week, guys. Do pop and see some more of my collage videos if you like a bit of collage. And I'll be back next Sunday with another unfinished project. And we are working on finishing up all those projects that are just sitting around that you've forgotten about. So if you've got one and you want to join in, I'm always here on a Sunday afternoon or whenever you can catch up. There's no need to be here on a Sunday. The videos will still be there. And just put some little blobs because why not? Because there's some on the page. I don't know if you can see them. And I might just leave it because I don't do this bit very often. So there we go. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you've had fun. I'll see you all soon. Bye.